For sure.
Look at that.
Oh boy.
Now can you hear me?
Should we turn
I didn't
that
say
music
anything.
down? Should we turn
Oh
the music-
yeah, let's turn the music down too.
Almost not. There we go. All right. So you are looking live. Here we are. My favorite part of the day because I get to spend it with my best friend and trading partner, Maria, my wife. 2,100 days straight trading. And we've been doing this a long time. And before that, we ran a lot of businesses. So that's good enough. Let's
And
talk
the only thing you missed before that was I was scalping all day. Was up 1,000, and now I'm even.
Do you want to go over that scalping?
Up to you.
All right, let's do this. Let's take a look. Everybody likes to see where we're doing. Today is a bad day. Remember, I told you this morning and last night in our video, do not trade tariffs. And so what I did is traded tariffs, which was the wrong thing to do. I don't know if you've seen this chart.
Well, at first it was that they were not going to give the information.
Correct. Yeah, that was very
Yeah.
That was really frustrating.
And then they changed it.
I was down $40,000 earlier today. You take the green part. You'll see. Get this over here so you can see it. You take the green part, you subtract the red part. So I'm down, what is that, 24,000? So we gave back, what did we make yesterday? 34,000, something like that. So we gave back a lot of it. But it's very frustrating because I was in a phone conference this morning and I forgot to pause my trade. So I lost about $8,000 right at the open. Then I went to that. Oh, no, I'd gone to that website. And they said it was not going to come out today.
Right.
That's what they said. And
An hour later,
they
were
came
giving
out.
the information.
Yeah, it was very, very frustrating.
But it didn't really affect the market that much.
No, but it affected my trades. I lost $8,000.
Well.
That was the problem. So in fairness, we should take $8,000 off. But I don't think that's not how the market does it. They don't care. No, they don't care about you and me. That's for sure. And so then in the small account, luckily in the small account, I did have it off. And so this would have been worse, but it's having a rough day. It's down 2,500. Yesterday it made, let's see my little cheat sheet.
12?
Yesterday it made 26.16.
Oh, you're still ahead a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, yippee. So, and if you haven't been with us before, what we've been doing, we run two accounts and they're both based on buying power. One's a $30,000 buying power account. One is a $1 million buying power account. And those are going to show you the results here. This is obviously the smaller account, and it's up $13,000 since we started on October 1st. You can see it's been a nice steady rise. This is a bigger account, $13,000. You know, it's actually, if you look at them, they're pretty similar, right? They're pretty similar. It's just this one's bigger. That's all. It's just, it's made $377,000, so up 37% in 4+ years or so. So, all right, let's get over to Tasty Trade because we are about ready to get some trades on here. I'm suspecting. Let's take a look at the chart in the SPX. So here's where we are. And we were going to get some trades in here, I'm suspecting. Umang Rama, hello there. You're new to the chat room, I believe. Joseph is there. Robert is in there. Who else is in there? Malachi is in there. Said Lewis. Porsche guy is in there. Joseph, Eric. Let's see what we got today. Yes, okay, here we go. Here we go. We're getting some trades on. We don't have any trades going on at 1551 in either account. We do have some at obviously 1530. I think I got some at 1540 as well, if I'm not mistaken. So let's just take a look-see at these. Let's see if you can see my little mouse moving around here. And we got in at we're doing puts and calls. So this is a multiple entry iron condor between 69.10 and 68.85. So let's get this off of there. 69.10 and 68.85, 69.10, boom, and 68.85, boom.
That's not too bad.
We want to finish somewhere between there. Yeah, but we got some more coming on. And yesterday we were golden. We were way down here, and then all of a sudden, you weren't with us, but all of a sudden we got punched out, which really sucked. So, all right. Now, I know a lot of you are also very interested in our crazy Ivans, and you like to see what we're doing here. This is something that Maria started. And that, if I had to guess, that sound is the sound of Mr. Dean. Tyler is out there trading. Yep, because it's not me. That's Tyler. So let's take a look at where we are. Here's where we are in the Crazy Ivans. This is something that we put on at 45 to 60 delta, 45 to 60 DTEs. And then I put mine on at 12 delta. Maria puts hers on at 18 delta. There's Tyler, just made some money there. He made $300 in a minute. scalping.
me.
One of these days we got to get him. Did you try scalping today?
I just said I was up $1,000 and now I'm even.
I wasn't listening.
I did 15 minutes this morning. I got $500.
That's pretty good.
Went out.
Why didn't you
Got
start?
home. Got a little antsy. I said, I'm going to make some more money. I was up another
I heard you
$300.
up there screaming.
And then finally it all came tumbling. With one little shot, it all came tumbling down.
And you said bad words?
No, not me.
You did. I know the dog came scrambling down here. I knew there was trouble. If Barbie comes running down to the basement, there's trouble upstairs. That's for dang sure.
It's frustrating.
Yeah, it is. So these were up and, oh no, you know what? I got rid of the ones that were 25 and last night I got punched out at the end of the day. Let's see, let's look at the last 7 days. So here's where we are with these crazy Ivans. And you can see I'm selling to open, then I'm buying them back to close, and I'm selling them to open, then I'm buying them back to close. And I'm going to close these at 25% profit. So we got none of them to go today. Normally they'll close out at 14 days. And rough day today, that's for sure, to France, that's for sure. But you know what? It's not the end of the world. Remember, whenever you're thinking you're having a rough day, okay, whenever you're thinking you're having a rough day, always go back and think of these charts right here, right? These are the charts to think of. Look, who remembers these? You can see my mouse going here.
I do. I remember.
You do. I understand you do. That's your job as the wife. I'm trying to get my mouse to show up and it's not showing
It's
up.
right here.
There, it's not on the screen though. See up there? So who remembers these down days, right? Who remembers these 2 down days? Do you remember this one down here? We had a bunch of them. And
No.
these are when you come to me and say, "Did the math really work? Are you sure? You sure you know what you're doing?" And it goes up and down and up and down. And then even the little account, same way. Or this is a big account. And you know what's scary is the big account, little account, they're a little bit different. Look, we had a big run up here, but it can come down. So it is. Look, we're moving in the right direction. That's the key to this game, is we're moving in the right direction. Okay, so let's go back and take a look at Tasty Trade. When people say, "Oh, we're having a bad day," I understand we are having a bad day, and I get it, and I'm not poo-pooing it. Hey, no one feels worse about it than me. Maybe
And
you.
with the market, I thought for sure it was going to tumble. I thought it was going to be
sure,
chaos.
yeah.
With the I guess they like the fact that
guess,
we don't have to have.
Tariffs is a good thing, I don't know, or a bad thing. Which is it?
Depends on what end you're on.
Boy, you're just throwing up softballs, aren't you? Okay, let's go back and so here's the Tasty Trade, and I want to do some live trading on here, so I just can't close it. Hey, what about this? What about this one right here?
No.
This is a trade you got me into.
Yes, and you didn't handle it properly.
Well, let's explain that to everyone. This is the CLS.
You rolled it and you didn't need to.
This is an earnings trade. I thought it needed to be. It was getting
CLS
close.
is
That's
always
true. You're right.
dramatic.
This is why I don't do earnings trades, right? And this because, by the way, when you're looking at Tasty, this is not a true figure. This is since I rolled it, right? So if you go to close it, it'll show you the actual, what's that stand for?
Click on the,
That's order change. So
Yeah.
this is a real order change. Really, I'm up $25. And if you want to see the legit order chain, go over here. And here's the straight up order chain. And it shows you every trade you've made to get to where you are. Here's where we are today. We put it on at 280 and I rolled it on February 4th. That was the day of earnings, I believe. It was the day after earnings, maybe. It kept going down. And I rolled it for $1.75 credit. So I've got $7.75 in the bank. And so that's why when you go over here and you see I made this notation to myself, so that I'd say at $7.75 and break even, so I can get $7.50. So that should be, if I were to close right now, it should be $25 profit. And lo and behold, there it is, $25 profit. So, but $25, I mean, just hang in there. So what's the best I can do? Again, some easy shortcuts. If you look at
well,
the
how many
extrinsic,
days you have left?
I got 28 days left.
And you got how much in the bank there, extrinsic?
I got 750 I can get.
Just sit there, wait.
It's easy $750, right? Easy half pair of shoes for you. It's about 7 pairs of shoes. It's about 20 pairs of shoes for me, maybe more. But I digress. All right, let's see where we are in the SPX. All right, this is where we are in the SPX.
Not to change the subject, but I read somewhere in a Discord yesterday, somebody was asking, they do the puts in the ES. They wanted to know why we did the NQs instead of the ES.
Yeah, that's a good question. That is a very, very good question. When this all started, we were at Tasty Trade, and we were talking to Nick Batista and Mike Butler. They do the afternoon show. Actually, I think we were on a chat with them or something before, but then we went there and visited with them. And I always said, this is a fun thing you should always do. Ask people, if you had one trade, gun to your head, one trade, rest of your life, what would it be? And they said, ES, naked puts, 45 to 60 days, close at 50%, roll at 21 days, or if it gets challenged. So we started doing that. And Maria, the way she is she doesn't listen to anybody on her own. She wants to test it, right? That was before, you're the original back tester, right? There was no back testing software at that time. You just got, woo, now we got something to talk about.
Anyway, it turned out the NQs were showing that they made more money.
I didn't finish the story. Right. So the NQs, you started experimenting with a whole bunch of stuff and say, hey, the NQs are better.
We're getting better.
And you said, well, you know what else is I get more money if I go closer in time and closer in price, right? So you do.
It just takes a little more management. That's all.
So what is your setup? 16
to 18 delta, and I go no more than 30 days out. Probably about 30 days out.
Got to be. You know what it is you are willing.
But I don't close until I'm at least 50%.
I'll tell you.
Which comes a lot faster because you're not going out so far.
You are not a swimmer and a surfer.
No.
So you have time to sit in front of the screen all day, and also you are awake all night anyway.
Yeah.
So you can monitor it all night. I sleep and I swim and surf all day.
You're just lazy. Good. What happened here?
Lazy is another way of putting it. Yeah. I'm special, my mom used to say. So we sold a bunch of calls. Look at these. They're all calls, right? Let's find out where we are. We're going to get on the board here. 69.10 for the short, 69.05, 69.05, 69.05. So they're calls. So we want to stay under that price. Let's do the lowest one is 69.05. 69.05. Oh, are you kidding me? 69.05 is right there. All right. We want to stay under that line. Let's make this a little more exciting. Let's just make this so we can see the dang thing. All right. And can you see it? Is that getting better? Mm-hmm. How about if we can make this something like that, huh? How's that? How about even?
That's, no.
Too much?
Yes. Come on.
How about that?
Okay.
All right. So, and we only got to go to 4 o'clock. So 4 o'clock is going to be something like right around there. Okay. So we want to keep this bad boy underneath the blue line. We got a bunch of them there. And those are going to be, we got 4 of them. That's $800, $800, $800. That's $2,500. We got it. So that's a $5,000 swing, right? Above it, we lose 5,000. Below, no, above it, we lose 2,500. Below it, we win 2,500. That would be nice. That's 2 pairs of shoes, right?
I can go upstairs and do that right now.
But if you want to do that, you want to do the cues?
No, I don't.
We should do the cues. The cues are trickier business.
No,
trickier business. So we want, in a perfect world, we're going to finish right in there. We don't want to go down too low. We don't want to go down too high. We got 14 of these just so you know, these are the actual trades that we have left put on. And we've had a tough day, so a lot of them have been punched out. You can see we got lots and lots of positions. If you can't, there's a partial fill to the upside. So we must have just had a punch to the upside.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep, there you go. It didn't even get to it, and it punched us out, the dirty dog. You know what? I bet you that is something else. What do you want to bet? 69.05. Oh, no, it is 4 of them. And we got punched out at $1,600 each, so we got $3,200 loss there. No, minus the 410. So it was 800 times 4 and 800 times 4. So what? $6,500. So let's get another one. Let's get back in here. It would be really nice if we could stay underneath that line. But the problem is, what's the time check on? Oh, this is only 320. I was thinking there was the 351s. So it's only the 320s. Okay. So they're talking about the tariffs. Butch is saying they're just going to change. The tariffs will change nothing. I agree with that. They've got their.
Well, he's going to appeal it.
He's got all kinds of plans to get around it. They're just going to come up with a different way to do it. And then the governments will have, whoever the Democratic side will have to sue them, and it'll have to go all the way to the Supreme Court. And that'll be another 120 days, 220 days. And if they lose again, they'll just do it again and just keep doing a circle because he's, using it for negotiating tactic, which if you ever read The Art of the Deal, the way Trump, has negotiated his whole life is if you want 10, you ask for 100, and then you keep paring it back. and maybe you can get 20 or 15, right? And you come out ahead. And that's his game. And
That's going to go
it's
right
worked for
through.
years. Yeah, I see that. I see that's going right through. That's not ideal. That's for dang sure. That is not for, we need this thing come back down. What else we got? Maria, can you explain how you set up the stop loss for the MEICs? Oh no, Maria, how do you manage the NQs? There you go. That's a good question.
It is. Basically, if it's 500 points away from my strike price, I'll roll it. That's basically it. If it's clear, he doesn't roll into what, 250?
250, right?
Me, if it's 500 points, I'll start looking to roll it.
Yeah, that's what I do. I like to wait till it's a little bit closer. Also, I know if you roll in at 500, I don't have to set an alarm.
See, I have to roll sooner because my strike price is a lot closer to the money. And also, if I don't roll it sooner, it's going to cost me a lot of money to do that roll. So it's cheaper.
Right.
I also at times will buy hedges.
Me too, on occasion. Although I think last year I rolled down and out every single time, and
I did the opposite. I went ahead and got hedges for each one. And when you have a lot of those NQs and you get hedges for each one, it gets very confusing.
Yeah, it definitely does. But you have a lot of buying power, so you put on a lot of them. But yeah, it does get confusing. You just got to manage them.
Chat helps you with that.
You keep a pretty detailed spreadsheet.
Chat will make a whole spreadsheet, AI, my Vera, and she will tell me exactly, which one goes with
how
what.
you use AI, because it's pretty cool how you like cut and paste, and it's not. People think it's complicated. It's not really that complicated.
No,
once you teach it.
Cut and paste my whole portfolio up to her, and she will go through each line that I have. Each what do you call it?
Position.
Yes. Each position, and she'll tell me this one's fine. If it gets to this point, keep an eye on it. She will go into full detail. She'll even suggest your hedges as to where to put them.
No kidding. Really? The hedges too? Oh, I didn't know that. Now, does she tell you about rolling them down and out or no?
Oh, yeah, you can go into the whole thing with it.
Yeah, because that's what I did.
Again, you have to upload the chart to her and say, where do you think, But that's.
And the reality is far different from the theoretical, right? The theoretical is, you just go and roll them. Tell them what happened that one time when it was dropping like 1,500 and we tried to get out. Yeah, the crash.
It was the middle of the night crash. And the first thing I tried to do, everything was just dropping and dropping. I said, okay, well, just roll it. They make it sound so simple, just roll it. Well, no, that's not the case. Sometimes when you go to roll it, on the other end, they don't want it. They're not going to take you. And it keeps dropping and dropping. Before you know it, you're getting, that's why your buying power is so important.
I think a couple of times you were offering more than what they wanted, right? Yeah. And they wouldn't take it.
Nope.
I could not believe that. I could not believe that.
I didn't know that can happen.
I thought they were obligated to do that if it was up there, but I guess you have to be first in time.
I don't know what it was, but it was not good.
Yeah, no, that pissed me off that they didn't. Look at this mess. Talk about getting pissed off. Look at this mess. This is not good. How's this happening? This is probably not going to be healthy for our little charts here today. See how this one's doing. I hate to look at this one. This one is down 25,000. Well, that's not so bad. I was down 40. I mean, I'm the happiest guy that you ever saw lose 25 grand. It's insane. First of all, you haven't lost it, right? You're going to come back again. I guess you have lost it.
You lost it. It's gone. It's not in your extrinsic. It's gone.
but in yours, it's not really gone, right?
No, for me, it's not.
It's not, because when
unless I'm, doing.
When you're doing these positions over here, you can see it on the board here, right? If I'm losing on this one, it's just gone from my P&L over to extrinsic, and that's where it's only like, what do you call that? The bank savings account?
Like a little savings.
So this is the savings.
So if everything pans out and you go through all your time and everything works out just right, you get that money.
Right. As long as you stay out of the money, which we do because we always roll it if you start getting close to being in the money.
But if you roll it for a credit, and you always should roll for a credit if you do roll.
Right.
If you
always
can.
for a credit. Yeah.
And so you just add to it.
And it adds to extrinsic. And as time passes, it's going to get closer to all the theta is going to. Theta is just a fancy way of saying how much money do I make each day. Don't let these Greeks confuse you. They're not that hard. Okay. Theta is just how much money you get every day. Delta is just what is the chance you're going to finish in the money, out of the money. That's all. What is the chance you're going to finish in the money? That's all. That's all it is. Okay. So you look at it. You got your extrinsic here, and you're staying out of the money every day. Theta, the amount of theta is going to move over to here, plus any movement in the market. And that's going to move over into your P&L. So like when I used to just trade these things every day, I really didn't care whether I was up or down every day. All I ever did was look and see
how close you were.
How close I was, right? And if I'm at 25% to close the sucker.
Right.
And look at this, up to 20%. If it's a live trading show, let's trade.
No, don't get rid of it.
Well, I'm going to put in for 25%.
Okay.
Right. So 25%, I mean, got to do one for Pete's sakes. And this, if we do a little extra for Maria, it's, what is it, $10 per half?
I'm awful when it comes to that. Even when I get my 50%, I'm like, oh, I'm going to squeeze another 5%.
So we make $2,200 on this one if it closes. And right now it's, it doesn't look like it's going to close today, but you never know. I will tell you how many times do we get filled at 410, right? 405. Those not stupid. They're nice folks. They're money makers, they're market makers, and they're just trying to make a couple extra bucks before they go drinking down there by the CBOE.
Especially on a Friday.
Yeah, especially on a Friday, a little bit thirsty. Maybe we'll get a fill. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Let's take a look here at, we want the SPX. So, wow, look, how do we get all these numbers?
How'd you get all those lines? What is that?
I don't know. It's a big freaking mess.
Why you got them so big?
I don't know. It was so pretty before. Still, it would be real pretty if it gets below that blue line. That would be really pretty.
It's possible.
So what are we doing? So we're down 25,000. So it is what it is.
Any more questions? I can't even see. You got that.
Yeah, it says, hi, Rob and Maria from Mario. Umong says, LOL. May you explain how you set up the stop loss for the multiple entry iron condors? Sure. So the way we do the multiple entry iron condor, and by the way, we have a 5-part series that explains everything we do with multiple entry iron condors, 0DTEs, and exponential moving averages. It's a real easy listen. It's 42 minutes, and it's not overly complicated. But just so you know, the way it is, it's just on the short leg. So when we say get a $1.50 premium, that means get a $1.50 premium on the short put and another $1.50 premium on the short long. Do not take into account the longs that you're going to have to pay. And then when we say put a stop loss, let's just say we say 100% stop loss. It's 100% of the $2 premium. So you want to get back to $2. You can afford to lose the $2 that you got plus 100% times $2. So 2 plus 2 is 4. If it's a 200% stop loss, you want to get the $2 back that you got originally. And then you want 200% of $2. That's 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. So you set the stop loss at $6. That is the most complicated thing about 0DTEs. And I get mixed up on it all the time. And that's why I like using Options Omega, because you can just type in 200% and it calculates it for you. And when you're trying to do this yourself and you don't have a bot and you're trading at $1.85 on the long, on the put, and you're doing $2.35 on the call, and then trying to calculate 185%, good freaking luck. You're not going to be able to do it. You're just not. And if you got to do 6 of those at once, or you got to look at an exponential moving average, which is the 20-minute versus the 40-minute, and you're going to have to do the same calculations. It's a nightmare. It has to. Oh, look at this. Oh,
what?
We were under us for just a second. Look at that.
Still got time.
Still got time. Oh, 10 more minutes. Are you kidding me? Come on, you. All right. So where are we on the chart here? We are
Having my first O2O
down 25,000. What do you say? Okay. Running my first OTOs today. Thanks for teaching us that. Oh, good for you, Dave. OTO he's talking about. That's one triggers the other. So what you can, oh, look, we're under. I'm loving this. And by the way, we never get excited. We're calm. We're like robots. We don't care. But we do care. That's the problem. We care too much.
I do. I don't. I'm not ashamed to admit it. You're the one who's ashamed to admit it.
I am ashamed to admit it because I'm supposed to be a bot. I'm supposed to be mathematical only. And the problem is I'm not. I'm an emotional person. So
I'm the hot-blooded Italian who gets pissed off.
I can tell you that is true. And that is a fair description. I hope we had this on tape. So look at that thing go down, you friggin'. Now you go down, you dirty dogs. We got to get my mouse on there. Look at that. Another bar came in.
So how far do you don't want it to go, though?
Oh, now you're talking. How far do we not want it? Good for you, Maria. How far do we not want it to go? We do not want, oops, so is this not the right day? No, here we are. We do not want it to go below 68.95. Should we put that on the board? Mm-hmm. 68.95. Let's see here. 68.95 is 68.95 is right there.
Okay, good.
And this one can come off.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is.
There's an old one, I guess.
Maybe.
Yeah, 2 of them there. There you go.
I got another one there somehow. All right. Very good. Perfect. Oh, now it's going back up. Come back down.
No, it's not. There you go.
Come back down. Come back down. All right. Who else we got in the chat room? Instead of having the short put and call at the same price, have you tried marrying up the best short put and the best short call by time due to skew? We have not. And the problem is this, is that it's a dollar-based trade, right? It's based on dollars. And so we don't want to have one side collecting $1.50 and the other side collecting $4. However, people get all upset and say, well, yeah, but if you say $2 is never available. And on the put skew side, it puts skewed, so it's a higher number. It might be $2.15 is the closest to $2. And on the call side, it's $1.85. So in a way, it accounts for skew. And over time, it balances out. It's unbelievable. When we look back, remember, we've done since January, we have done, what's it say up there? 13,000 trades, something like that.
Where?
13,000 trades we've done.
Almost 14.
Almost 14,000. So if you add in the other ones, which is 2,400, you're over 14,000. Mm-hmm. So on all that number of trades, it does balance out. But it's a great question and one that we struggle with. Look at that. We're under. And that's one we struggle with, Robert, a lot. And so let's talk about this OTO. OTOs are great. OTOs means that it makes the math easy, right? If the short gets called away, it gets stop loss, stopped out, then automatically you say one triggers the other. So that's closing, that sale triggers a sell order on the long. And sometimes you can sell your long for 5 cents or 10 cents or 20 cents. Well, people say 10 cents, why would you do that? Well, because it's 100 contracts, so it's really $10. If you sell for 10 cents, it's $10. And people say, well, why do you do that? First of all, I do it because I'm greedy. Okay, that's number one. Number two, the reason I do that is because over 13,000 trades, 14. Right? 14, thank you. 14, it's great being married. For those of you guys that aren't married, a lot of times you're going to learn a lot about yourself. And it turns out you like shopping and eating. And
how much is it? 14,000
times $5 is a lot. It's a lot. A lot. Yeah, it's a lot. It adds up to being a lot of money. And you can make a lot. So 13,000 trades, right? Yeah, that's right. And it's not 13,000, 14,000. Who is this? Oh my God, 14,000. I'm right with you, man. I said the same thing. So no, look at this, it's coming back up. Come on, man. Look, there's the problem. Each time I click it, I'm adding one of those drawings. Look at that nightmare. This is a nightmare. What's happening? We got 6 minutes to go, so it's not over. We just don't want to get punched out. This one would get punched out if it gets up too high, right? So you're trading at $3. I bet we put this. What did we put this on at? We put it on at $2.15. So it's probably going to get punched out. It didn't get punched out at 410. So it's probably like a 200%er, which would get punched out at $4.30. What's so funny? Need a course on how to get married. Yeah. Yeah. So, hey, everybody, you know what I'd be very interested in is what is your favorite trade? I'd be very fascinated. Not that we do, but what is your favorite trade? I am always looking for more trades to put on. I would love to know what everybody considers to be their favorite trade. What is your favorite trade of all trades?
The NQ.
The NQ, the naked put, the crazy Ivan.
Yeah.
Mine too. I mean, I love the SPX 0DTEs, but my bread and butter, like if I have to one on only one, it's the NQs. I understand it. It's easy. You make a lot of money, and you can't get punched out because the president says something or because the Supreme Court does something.
And I think I've tried pretty much all of them. And I just go back
the
to
number of trades we've done.
Anytime I put, there's times I put on a trade, I'm like, I don't know if I want it to go up or down.
I hate that.
It's like because you're on both sides and you're like, well, which way is it going to go?
Yeah.
Screw it. I just want the NQ.
Sandfax asks a great question. It's one side of the iron condor is stopped out at 100%. We're still break even, right? That's if your stop loss is set at 100%. Now, when we backtest millions of backtests every week, believe it or not, a trade that has a 150% or 185% or even 225% stop loss does better. So when you lose, you're going to lose 2.5 times the amount you got on the other side. But because the stop loss is so great, and this one's a prime example, look, this one went all the way up to 210 and it didn't get punched out. It's probably the 225%er. So it didn't, the 185%er got punched out at 410. This one did not get, there's a 390, 480, 460, don't get punched out, 530, there it is. It got punched out at 620. There's a prime example, right? So this one was probably a 300%er, and it got punched out. Now look at it, right down to $1.60, $1.70. Are you kidding me? 3 minutes ago, that cost us 4 times $637. So that's a swing of, in figure, $210 on the other side. So 800 times 4 is $3,200. So that was a $6,400 swing. That hurt. That hurt. But that's what happens, right? So the idea is, I understand that it's a lot better when it doesn't get punched out. We were great with 3 minutes to go, and we would have said, wow, that 300%er was a lot better. Now, as it looks at it, since we got punched out at 300%, we said woulda, coulda, shoulda. It would have been better at 100%. But when you do long-term back testing, we go back 6 months, 125 trading days, and you find that the higher premiums do better, and the higher wing widths do better, and the higher and the later in the day do better. People will tell you that that's not true. People always tell you, closer wing widths are better, smaller premiums are better, your lower stop losses are better. That's just not true. It doesn't test out. Intuitively, you think it's better, but when you look at the numbers, it's not. And that's the trick to this, is you have to believe in the back test. We often say trust the TTBT, right? TTBT, trust the back test. So now, how does the strategy work with the MNQ? Trader Scotty's asking about that. It is the same. The only problem is
it's just not as much money.
Yeah, it's not. It's 1/10 the size, and the commissions they're not 1/10 the commission. That's the problem. So you can't get gobbled up. Tyler was telling me that he looked at it and he didn't think it was
especially when you're scalping.
Yeah.
When you're scalping, you're doing a lot. In and out, in and out, in and out. The other day, the only person that made any money was Tasty.
Yeah, the broker was making all the money. So, okay, here we are running down. We got 1 minute to go. We're not having the best finish this week. We had a great finish last week. Let's see, what are we looking at this week? So we're down, we're only down 23,000. I know, again, it sounds crazy to say. There's Barbie. She's ready for the close, right? All right, we got 40 seconds. Yeah, I like that. Come here, Barbie. Come here. Come over here. Come over here. Come here. Hup. There you go. Look at her, ready for the close. Okay. It's okay. No, it's all right. 30 seconds to go. What do you think about this loss? Huh? That's no good, right? Can you believe it? Look at that. Look at that nightmare. I know.
Remember that new collar I told you I was going to get you? Not today.
Not today. Look at this. Here's how we're doing. And let's look at the final numbers. 51 seconds, 9 seconds, 7, 6.
Okay.
Have we considered laying out multiple butterflies? Yeah, we trade about 120 of them a day. So we do a lot of them. There's the final numbers. And let's take a look-see and see how did the numbers come out today. We got to wait for it. Now, remember, the last minute, so many of these are traded that it takes just a few minutes it actually takes 20 minutes for the exchange to give it to Oprah, and then Oprah gives it to Tasty, and then Tasty gives it to Options Omega. So there is a little bit.
Every time you say Oprah, you know who I always think of. You're giving it to us. Honestly, Oprah.
She's a great trader.
I kept thinking, what
she controls all the money.
With it?
She controls all the money. So we lost 20. Where's Mario? Mario over there. If Mario's in the house, he loves to calculate these for me. And that's the number. Here's the small account. We got clobbered there today. 20. What did we say? What did we make yesterday? This is my little piece of paper.
2,600 in a small.
And so we lost what? 2,200 today-ish. Looks like. So that's actually not too bad. That's not, it's not great, right? It's not great. No, but if you, I don't think you can say sucks on TV. On the thing. Well, I just said sucks again. Oh, I said it again. Ah! So, Barbie, how are you doing? you're going to have to go without food tonight. We're going to having a tough day. So, when you look at this, you say, okay, you know why I can lose 25,000 a day and 25,000 on Friday and 25,000 on Monday is because we know that these numbers are going up. And if I'm losing 25,000 today, I know that the next time we have an up day, I'm going to win 27 or 28. It's always a little bit to the upside. I mean, that's always how the game is played.
Not like scalping, though. You never get anything to the upside. That's not been my experience in the past 2 days. I gave it back yesterday and I gave it back today. I just got to know when to stop. That's what my son said. You got to stop when you're ahead.
Easier said than done. That's all I'm going to say. It takes a better person than me. You're a better man than me because I am not got the personality for scalping. I just don't have that. It's not my game. So, okay, it looks like we're going to be right around 23,000. And that is going to be the end of our show today. Maria, do you have anything else?
I don't. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you guys very much.
Any last questions?
I think, how does the strategy work with MEIC? Have you considered laying multiple butterflies? We have. And like I said, if you want, by the way, watch our 5-part series that shows you everything we do in excruciating detail. We even have one version where you watch all 42 minutes of it. 42, our favorite number is 42 minutes and with nonstop. So it's 4:02. We got to do the short form video and then we're going to go to dinner or we're going to eat at home. I'm not sure which. I don't know either. It doesn't matter. At any rate, hope you have a great trading day. Say goodbye, Maria.
Goodbye, Maria.
And we are out.